I like to go to set or go to the rehearsal room early, and I like to just claim the space, and I like to just watch the director, and I like to watch their work before I work with them, like a lot of it, a whole catalogue of it, so I get a sense of who the director is. So I think the more work you can do outside of the rehearsal space, the more you have to offer, and the more in tune you'll be with them, rather than turning up and going, okay, how do I work with this person? How do I fit in with their world? You look at it and you say, what can I bring?
You have to navigate sometimes a tricky environment, oftentimes not. But it's much like how I think you would kind of approach a normal relationship.
Each director is very unique and individual. For me, it's very important to have a very good understanding of the text before I start rehearsals, because I feel, for me specifically, it just frees me up when I'm rehearsing and trying new things out in the rehearsal room. But trusting the person who is leading you or guiding you through that process, and having those conversations and being bold with your choices and challenging moments as well, finding moments where you can say, maybe I don't see it that way. Could we try it this way?
You're talking about like something that's quite creative, and they will have their opinion and you will have your opinion. And maybe it lies somewhere in the middle. Maybe it lies on what he or she or they think or I think. You don't know. But I think the most important thing, or the thing that I've learned the most, is to be open to what they're offering. And also, again, kind of have no fear in querying it. That's perfectly okay. And I think most of the directors that I've worked with have really welcomed that.
If you're working with a director who likes to give you loads of notes, I usually say, okay, is there anything you would like to add in? Let's just focus on one thing that you want to throw in. And then the next take we'll work on something else, or we'll add in something else, because you could be doing that scene 100 times in the day, and they could all be really good takes, but it's what's going to end up on the final edit, really. So that's what I would say, is know who you are going into the situation, and know who you're working with and whether you want to work with them or what you like about them, and bring that to the work.